Hi there, it's Toby here, and I'm going to just talk you through the coloring of this card, the critters and the fence, and maybe just give you a couple of insights into how I do my coloring. So generally, I don't need to use this this chart here of the markers. I imagine, like a lot of you, I can look at the colors and kind of I know what the marker numbers are, but when I've shown this process in the past, it is helpful to hold the papers up against the color chart, and then you get the markers. So I'm going to be coloring the hens with YR24, Y21, Y23, YR21, and the yellows. Well, that went by too quickly. So Y26, Y13, Y11, and Y000. So just two different shades of yellow that both go with the papers. And I don't know if you've seen my coloring before. I've only made a couple of videos, but I do the dark to light technique. So I add the dark color first, and then medium light, and then the light. And then there's no going like light, medium, light, and then medium, light, light, and then all that kind of stuff. So you can just go direct to the paper with dark, then medium, then light. And so here I show that. So here's the dark color and the medium, and I just blend those into each other, and always leaving space, of course, just a little bit of white space at the top. That's where the highlight is. And so for the fence, I had some wood grain paper there that I'm going to use with my card. So these markers are in the E40 family, and they're a real like cool brown, kind of stone brown color. In a minute here, I'm going to zoom in, but right now I'm drawing streaks to make the wood grain. And this isn't the best wood grain in the world. This is a quick way to do wood grain that doesn't take me a long time. But just like the other coloring, I went dark, medium, light. And then this last step here, I just took extra dark brown in E49, and I'm just going in there and adding some just some streaks, kind of like wood grain, just to bump up the contrast. Yeah, see, I'm going to try and zoom in here. So you can see that going dark, medium, light, it kind of washed out the dark color I used initially. So you can always go in and add marker colors later. So that's what I did with the dark, the E49. And then for the horizontal, just like I did before, dark color, then medium. So I think this is E44, and then E43, and then the fence is colored. So the last step of my coloring, and I had a friend show me a couple years ago, Kim Teasdale, how she adds shading to her cards, and it's with a General's pastel chalk pencil and a blending stump. So there I'm just sharpening the blending stump. And what I do is I just color along the stamped line in the black charcoal pencil and blend it with the blending stump. And I do that to especially parts of images that are on top of each other. So the wing is on top of the chicken, and so there's going to be a shadow there, and along those thingies on his head. So you can also add shadows just to the coloring itself to bump up the contrast. And here I didn't, some of my coloring I go into a lot of detail with the shading, but here just a little bit. So that's all for the coloring. So in between that and showing you my card, I obviously did some fussy cutting, and I didn't buy the dies because here in China, the dies are like 40 bucks. So I do a lot of fussy cutting now, and paired it with some papers that match this week's color challenge at the MFT blog. So I'll put the information in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Bye.